guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. I am Beauty Heathen. Today I figured I might do a little something different. I've been doing these manifestation moments for a few months now, I think, by this point. But this week is a special week. This week we go into the new year 2021. So I wanted to try to see what sort of abundance messages and what sort of manifestation messages we may want to focus on, specifically going into 2021. Now, I know I mentioned in another reading that I did, I believe previously this week, that it looks like some of the 2020 energy may linger for a bit, but that doesn't mean that we can't start working on the new year, new all of us, new mindset, and focusing on positive things and drawing them to us. So what manifestation message do you have for the new year? This one will probably be a little bit of a longer video because I'm not only going to do manifestation moment, but also what abundance messages we have. Oops. Okay. And for those who may be interested in some additional content, you may want to join my Patreon, because I will have some very special ritual type videos for this upcoming week, especially, that might be helpful. And my Patreon, even if you join at $1, you will get extra content every month. Okay? So let's see. Oop. Okay. So, automatically, 2021, I would say lead into it. If you haven't created a manifestation journal, you may want to do it going into the new year, or as a project for the new year. And all I do, and of course you can handle your manifestation journal however you feel will work for you, but personally I start off each day opening up my journal and I write down 3 things I'm grateful for, and then I write 3 things down that I'm manifesting as if I have them already. So keep in mind we have 2 of these blank cards, but I will get into the cards on top of them in a moment. So first and foremost, okay, I had a little glitch happen. So my phone seemed to stop recording, so let's go into these cards. I earn lots of money pursuing my true passion. So with that card, 2020 has been a very difficult year, and it's forced a lot of people to really self-evaluate not only their lives, but things that they enjoy. And many people have found through this year, through no choice, that maybe they were living lives that they weren't necessarily passionate about. So I think one thing that we can all really focus on going into 2021 is, if you haven't already focused on and found something that you were truly passionate about within 2020, now may be the time to start looking into different ways to pursue a field or something that you are passionate about. And it doesn't necessarily have to be career. It can be a hobby. Maybe you've always wanted to try painting. Maybe there's always been something you wanted to learn. Maybe you've always wanted to start your own YouTube channel. Maybe you've always wanted to pursue something spiritually that you've never really either taken the time or even had the time to try to do that. And with current present world circumstances, now we have nothing but time. So that's one thing to maybe focus on and put intention into, is maybe something that you're truly passionate about might be something that you could build a financial stability with. The next card is, I surrender my worries to the universe. And there is something that many pagans, including myself, do every year. And that is, we write down the things from the previous year that we want to leave behind and never have return. And what we will do is we will take that paper with all of these things that we've written down. We will take it outside and burn it in a heat-safe container to release it to the universe and ask the universe to take these things, take these worries, take these things that we no longer wish, take them from us, take them away, and let the universe transmute those items into positive things for the new year. The next card is, the universe is always guiding me to success. One thing I've spoken about many times in these videos is paying attention to signs. If you are seeing something come up frequently, that's usually the universe trying to give you a little wink to pay attention to it. So say you're seeing a specific number frequently. Say you keep receiving a similar message every so often from independent people or independent sources. That is frequently the universe trying to say, hey, you may want to pay attention to this. Take my hand and let me lead you down this path, because it will likely be beneficial to you. The next card is, I am already what I want to become one day. And much like I said in the beginning of this video, where I said I personally take my manifestation journal and I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. And I write 3 things that I want to manifest, but I write them down as if I have them already. This is where that card comes into play. When you write down something that you want as if you have it already, the universe tends to align with that energy and the law of attraction to help manifest that reality for you. The next card is, I am unique and only I can do what I do. This is a card that has come up before in these readings, and the message remains the same, especially for those who may be passionate about something in a field where there may already be a lot of competition. It's important to try to not allow yourself to become disheartened or think that, these people are already doing something similar to what I want to do. Remember, each person, including you, carries a unique perspective and a unique way of viewing the world and a unique approach to something that you want to achieve. And because of that, it's important to remember that because you have that unique life experience and that unique perspective, that only you can enter into something the way that you do it. Because nobody else on the face of the planet has lived your life, experienced the things that you have, in exactly the same way. We can all have shared experiences. There are people who may have been through similar experiences than you have, but it's never quite the same. So keep in mind that through your unique life experience, you can achieve things that other people may not be able to. And it may even be beneficial to, if you are planning on creating a manifestation journal, especially where this card came out on top of a blank one, it might be important to write some of that down. This card also came out on top of a blank card, and it says, I am open to receive infinite abundance. So that might also be something you want to write in your manifestation journal each day. To let the universe know that you wish to break through any barriers that may have been there previously, preventing you from achieving success and abundance in however way you want to manifest it. Let the universe know that you're open to receiving these things. Let the universe know that you are ready and willing to be prosperous in every way that you wish to be. One thing that frequently limits us as human beings with regards to manifestation is that preconceived notion that there's not enough. There's not enough to go around. There's not enough time in a day. There's not enough. We as a society and we as a race, the human race, are always wishing we had more time, more money, more freedom. But the universe is limitless. There is no reason why you can't achieve and manifest everything you want and have there still be enough in the universe for everyone else to manifest their dreams as well. There is no limit. And the sooner you manage to keep that in your mind, that the only limits are those we ourselves put in place, and the moment that we free ourselves from those limitations, the moment you really start to see miracles happen. So try to keep all of this in mind, and if you do plan to start 2021 with a manifestation journal, or some sort of manifestation habit, this may be a very good way for you to start off 2021 and continue throughout the year. So let's get your abundance messages for the new year. Ooh, sorry, I just flipped the deck upside down and I don't usually do that. But when I did this card, my success is inevitable. That is such a powerful message to hold on to. So, no matter what it is you wish to achieve, try to hold on to that powerful message of no matter what, you can achieve what you wish, and you can achieve your dreams. Okay. What abundance messages are we meant to hear for the new year? I'll actually shuffle this a couple times to get the cards to loosen up a bit. These cards have a finish on them, which can make shuffling a little bit difficult sometimes. Almost done. Okay, I'm feeling stop. Block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. So keep in mind that this isn't necessarily a message of blocking out people who are people that you keep in touch with on a regular basis, loved ones or anything. This is mainly about blocking out the things that we use to procrastinate. So say there's things like just going through Facebook or other social media and just distracting ourselves that way and not keeping ourselves focused on working on what we need to. Those are the kinds of things that you want to put to the side. Okay? So anything that's a procrastination over actual communication with, say, someone you love or anything of that nature, it's time to get rid of those distractions. Release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. This kind of goes back to that card that I had pulled from the other deck where I said that one of the things that blocks us from manifesting what it is we want is that thought that there's not enough to go around. But also another thing that can block us from achieving what it is we want to is that constantly looking at other people and going, why don't I have that? And when you think that, the universe keeps giving you that blockage that blocks you from manifesting what it is you want. Try not to look at other people or what other people are doing and focus only on what you want and what you wish to achieve, and focusing on it as though you have it already. And that tends to remove barriers and blockages that we may have even unconsciously or unintentionally put in our own plate, our own way. Focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So this kind of goes back to that blocking out of distractions. Okay? Attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. This is a huge, huge thing. And the best way I can compare this is through my twin flame journey to some degree. And also I can attribute it to manifestation. When you constantly put out this energy that you're chasing after something, you keep putting out this energy that you don't have it already. And you keep putting out this energy of constantly wanting that person or wanting that thing. And the universe constantly manifests that you will keep wanting, or you will keep having to constantly chase after this person or this thing that you wish to manifest. The best thing you can do for yourself is relax, let go. We as a human race also have this preconceived thought in our minds and this need to control everything and have everything go exactly as we want it to go, exactly when we want it to. But that's not real life. Many times the universe manifests things for us when they're meant to be manifested. As much as we may hate that, sometimes there are things that you may not be aware of that if things manifested in exactly the time frame that you wanted them to, it could cause a snowball effect that it could negatively impact you in other ways that you may not be aware of. I use this example all the time of in the mornings when I'm getting ready for work, and I'll get up plenty early and have plenty of time to do everything I need to do, and then all of a sudden something happens. Maybe I have stomach issues and I get stuck on the toilet. Maybe, something goes wrong and maybe my pets dump out their food and I have to clean it up and I have to refeed them or something of that nature. And all of a sudden, that having all of this time to get everything done and be well on my way to work and get there in time evaporates, and I end up being like 10 minutes late to work. And it's happened more than once. In that frustration of what happened, why is everything going wrong? Why is nothing going the way that it should be? It has happened more than once that when I get on the highway, all of a sudden there's a traffic jam. And I realized that if I had left work, or left my home to get to work at my normal time, I may have been very well wrapped up in the accident that I'm stuck in traffic trying to get by. So it's those things that sometimes blockages come up to protect us and bless us in ways that we may not even be aware of. So keep that in mind, that the less you chase something and the more you just let it be and let it manifest when it's supposed to, the faster it tends to come for you, because you're also not focusing on this energy of not having it and wanting it, but by switching your energy to, I have it already and it will come. Another thing is donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. This is constantly something that we apply in paganism frequently when we go shopping or we give money to others. We think to ourselves that any money that we spend or any money that we give will come back to us threefold or tenfold, however manyfold you choose to manifest. Because keep in mind, when you give, you don't give with the expectation of receiving back from that person, because otherwise it's not really giving. But knowing that whenever you give, it sends out positive ripples to the universe and positive ripples to society. Know that even through karma or sending out those positive energies into the world, that energy does come back to you in many different ways, but not just in the short term, but long term as well. So helping others is a great way to open doors and remove blockages. Next card is partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So if there's somebody who may have skills or even resources that align with things that you are also trying to manifest, don't be afraid to consult with them and ask them for help. And finally, positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep faith and keep going. Now, that's not to say that you have to be positive 24/7, 365. That is not what that is about at all. I have actually made a video on toxic positivity, on how it can really mess you up as a person. I know one thing that they preach with things like The Secret is always making sure you are constantly in a focused, positive mindset. But let's be honest, life is not about being positive 24/7, 365. And it takes away from the human experience to expect and demand people to constantly be positive when, you know, the real world isn't such a positive place right now. Whether it be the loss of a loved one, whether it be things such as the economy tanking, or things that, you know, difficulties with friends or family. The world isn't always a positive place, but try not to stay in that mind frame. I'm not saying force your way through it, force your way to become positive again in quick order. The goal isn't to be positive all the time, but if you can try to be positive, at least with your manifestation, and just having faith that the things that you want to manifest are manifesting, and they're manifesting now, that in and of itself is so powerful. It doesn't mean you have to be positive all the time, but try to be positive about that one thing, okay? I hope that made sense. Please let me know in the comments if that made sense. Okay, so with all of this said, the next time I will do one of these, it will be after the new year, which is why I wanted to do a very special reading this weekend for the new year. If you are so inclined, you may want to, on New Year's Eve, light a white candle, or whatever candle you feel attracted to, whatever color I should say, and just focus into that candle and picture everything that you want to manifest as if you have it already. Try to release whatever burdens or whatever things that have not gone your way this year, and just let the universe take care of it. I know it can be hard to do that if you're displaced career-wise, if you've been struggling to put food on your family's table or keep a roof over your head. I know it's extremely hard for so many right now. But try just one little thing each day to start your journey into manifesting what it is you want to leave behind. Everything that you no longer do. Okay? So with all of that said, and until next time, I wish you all a very happy new year and brightest of blessings, and blessed be.